This is the Ukrainian Army Bradley one-on-one against Russia. After you watch the full version of the video in the last issue, this led to a lot of discussion. One of the most puzzling is, why don't you retreat after T-90 seals the cigarette? Not only do not retreat, he also deliberately exposed the side armor for Wu Jun to hit. I also pay tribute to Jintan 4 and come to a Zhujuang tree. Why is this Bradley so brave? Dare to single out the T-90. I use Bradley in the game. Can't even beat the T-72. Why is he so brave in reality? With 47 strands of the Ukrainian Army, put this high-definition video out. All doubts are solved. Let's start with sealing cigarettes. Sprinkled a handful of phosphorus smoke for 90. But then we all knew he didn't run away. In fact, the T-90 steering machine is now broken. The turret cannot rotate. What's worse is, there's another shell stuck in the barrel. Can't fire. Once the engine is hit, then you can only be helped because he is now in addition to the copper shaft machine gun. It's an armored vehicle. As you can see from this video, direction of T-90. When Bradley fired the second round, it's already broken, can't move at all. Look at the muzzle direction. And at the position of the gun bolt, it's not that the smoke emitter was blown off. It's a cannonball in the barrel, and then got hit by a 25 million armor-piercing incendiary bomb. It means that this shell has long been stuck in the gun chamber. So when Bradley came, the T-90 can no longer fire? I couldn't hold it anymore. Cannonball fragments spewed out of the barrel. One might ask, then you just said, Bradley was shot in the second round. Only then did I find that the Kick 90 direction machine could not move. He was so brave in the first round of shooting. Are you really not afraid to kick 901 shells and take him away? Let's take a look at this. This is when the T-90 hits the tree. Look what this is. This is a drone. That's the message he sent to Bradley. The amazing thing is that after the Ukrainian army left for 3 minutes, it just keeps spinning. So you now know this, Bradley? Why so brave? In fact, before the fight, he knew the T-90 steering machine was broken. But he didn't know that. There was also a cannonball stuck in the T-90 shaver. So for Bradley, the best option now is to detour to the back of the T-90, hit his engine, take 4 prisoners, then wash the new car. But he didn't know that the T-90 couldn't fire. So there's Bradley. Can see his first wave, rushed to a very close position. Obviously, he had that idea. But when I saw the 125mm cannon of the T-90, some flinched. No implementation plan. I went back a little bit and started to telescope. And for the T-90, the only thing I can do now, just protect your butt. As long as the engine doesn't turn off. There is a chance. It doesn't matter if you can't shoot. You can scare the enemy with cannons. So a strange scene appeared on the battlefield. T-90 is wriggling back and forth like a zone. To prevent Bradley from going around, I want to point the muzzle at the enemy again. I'd rather have my side armor washed. Also keep the engine. As you can imagine, once the double tracks are completely broken or the engine is turned off, then you can't move at all. Just keep the observation window for 90. If you are cleansed by the enemy and do not surrender, a grenade is all dead. At the last moment, Uladeli was indeed fooled. No bold circumference. Missed the opportunity to buy a new car. Instead, it was tricked by the T-90. So for the T-90, squirming on the battlefield is the best way for Shahu Bradley. If you get spanked by the enemy, it's over. Finally, force the Fog Army to use FPV. Damage the tank again? It's a pity. See you next time.